Welcome back to the Thinking Cab. My name is Ever Existed, also known as the person who drove Vanilla Ice. Let's take it easy for today. Let's talk about my experience in driving, I guess. One time I get to drive Vanilla Ice for 3 days. The funny thing is that I picked him up at Newark Airport, dropped him at the I forgot which hotel on 44th Street, West 44. But we'll get back to that later. See, we struck up a conversation. His personal assistant, which is high school friend Chuck Kwan, okay. Apparently he was an Asian or Chinese. Said to me, saying, "Hey, it seems like you're getting along really well with Vanilla Ice," which I didn't know who Vanilla Ice was. He said, "Well, we'll use you tomorrow. All right, we'll use you for the next 3 days." I said, all right. So I had to get up at 3:00 in the morning, go to the garage to pick up the car and drive him, and by 4:00 in the morning, and then go pick him up by 5 a.m. He has to do his promotion for his DIY network show. Now the funny thing is that I'm not supposed to talk unless they talk, but so our conversation already begun anyway, and the conversation was fascinating. He's an atheist, and I believe what I have already proved, or at least go out, discover, find out what is happening out there. And our conversation is so fascinating that, to the point that he asked me to go see a horror movie that scared the crap out of him. It's like, and I don't have to. I don't want to. I love horror movies. I love to watch them. Of course, but whenever I watch horror movies, I will find the cause of the story. Doesn't matter what the story is. I will find it and try to solve the story. But he told me to go see a horror movie that scared the crap out of him. I told him I don't have to. But he's the type of person who kept on insisting that I go to see the horror movie. I keep saying I don't have to. I keep politely decline to the point that he finally got fed up with me. Saying, "Why now? Why don't you have to go see the movie?" I turned around and I said to him, saying, "That's because it's real." He responded saying, "No, it's not. It's a movie." I could have just ended the conversation right there by saying, if it's not real, why would you be so scared? And the conversation will probably end right there. No! I realized I have to drive for 3 days. Might as well have a conversation with him, right? So I said to him, saying, "Let me explain to you what is the difference between real and unreal." Right? So I asked him, what did I ask him? I asked him, what is the difference between human and a ghost? All right? Human and a ghost. What is the difference? He has no response. So I was like, okay, no response. Let me start with something humorous. So I asked him, hey, so simply put, human is an undead ghost, and a ghost is a dead human, right? Ghost is a dead human. Once human dies, you become a ghost. And before you die as a ghost, you are human. So that's what I said to him. No response, no reaction from this dude. I don't know why. I love him really much. He's really cool. He's really cool. One of the coolest dude ever. But it's like, why not? Oh, God. Driving New York. Ew. Unbelievable. And they stare back at you. Look at these drivers. So You have to be driving very carefully, all right? So here we go. That's why the story, it's so weird. Now, so I asked him what is the difference between human and a ghost. He has no response. I explained to him what in the humorous approach. He has no response. So I continue on with the next approach, the scientific approach. So I'm saying, matter. We humans are in a matter form, yes? Yes. Ghosts are in an energy form, right? Correct. Does not, from a scientific perspective, does not matter and energy coexist? You say, yeah. I say, yeah, exactly. Just because we don't see them, that doesn't mean that they don't exist. We don't see mother's love. They exist. We cannot see infrared, ultraviolet, especially from humans' perspective. We can't see them, right? But we know they exist. We even know oxygen that we breathe in right now exists. But why would you be, just because you don't see the ghost, how could you say that they're not real? So the conversation continues. I was like, he still does not fathom, couldn't comprehend what he means by this. So I asked him, I'm trying to make it more tangible to him, to see, to understand where this whole thing is coming from. Look at this FedEx truck. Didn't no turn signal when he pulled out just now. Should be behind me right now. You see that? That's the FedEx trucks. All right. So I continue on. I ask him, have you ever felt the chill before? I say, yeah, everybody does. Ugh. Especially when we're talking about a ghost story, right? I say, yeah, right. Now, have you ever heard of yin and yang before? I asked him. I say, yeah. While we humans live in a yang energy realm, which is someplace warmer, ghosts live in a yin energy realm, which is someplace colder. Now, if you know somebody's talking about you and you know they cannot see you, wouldn't you get closer to hear what they have to say about you? Say, yeah. Now think about this. If they heard us talking about them regarding ghost stories at a fire camp place, or by the fireplace, just some gathering we have, doesn't matter where, we're talking about them, right? All of a sudden we feel this chill, right? Because we're talking about them and they would like to get closer to us, right? To hear what we have to say about them, since we cannot see them at all, right? Now they're in energy form. They can only float. They cannot sit still like we do right now. So in order for me to touch you, I have to reach out to you, right? No. So they float. So whenever, let's just say if there's one like I'm talking right now, if there's one like right here, and all of a sudden I hit the brake or something, and they move forward, when they brush over my shoulder or any of my body parts or any body part, we'll feel the chill, and I'll feel the chill, right? See, that's how it works. And the funny thing is this, they actually feel the warmth from us. It goes both ways. That should spook him out, but no response from this dude. And his best response was this: next time when I'm in town, I'm gonna take you to the Museum of Natural History. I want to show you how a single cell becomes. I said, whoa. I think I remember studying that back in grade school twice. That's called biology, of course. But I'll be happy to accompany you to go wherever you like me to go. So, what happened after that? Somebody spray painting. This is New York City. This is for somebody spray painting on the wall in the broad daylight. Usually they do that in the dark. But yeah, unless he has a permission to do this graffiti thingy. But that's his best comeback. I say to him, saying, you know what? Remember what we're saying about chill? If you like, we can go do an experiment. You know? Oh, by the way, we don't have to go anywhere far. We don't even have to go a scary place. I told him that. Just go take a walk in the hospital, okay? I know it's quite cold in there because they try to reduce the germ from spreading by keep the temperature low, right? Now, I told him to take a brisk walk in the hospital. You cannot run in the hospital, okay? Maybe unless you're a doctor or something, but when you brisk walk in the hospital fast enough, right? Especially near the loading dock area, when they're not able to move away from you fast enough, there's plenty of them lingering around in that area. And when you walk, when you walk fast enough and they're not able to move away from you fast enough, you'll be able to walk right through them. And when the moment that you walk right through them, you will feel the chill from them, and they will feel the hot flash from you. So now, after I say this, hopefully no one just go do the experiment. You don't have to. Understand me that I do speak honestly at all time, at the best that I can. So don't do that. When you feel the chill, means that they're near you. They're nearby you. Now it depends how much in depth that they are into you. Then you'll know, you know. Sometime when there was times that I was delivering at the hospital. It was so uncomfortable once because they're so close to me. Oh my God, it felt so uncomfortable. It felt so. There's a pressure that just cold pressure. Cold pressure is just closing in. I was like just really uncomfortable. That was the time when I was making a delivery to Columbia Presbyterian Hospital. There was a tunnel between two buildings in the middle of the street. Now, I just watched the History Channel regarding New York City, the tunnels all over New York City. I was like, whoa. I don't know who built that, but the tunnel at that time looks like a mine shaft. Only one light bulb per certain, I don't know, feet, yards, kilometers, whatever. And it looked just like a mine shaft. It's quite spooky. I have to go through that tunnel like 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Quite chilling. Yeah. So, yeah, Mike. I can't say I don't want to say your last name, but Mike, if you want to do it, we can go take a look. All right, guys. Have a wonderful weekend, and keep up the spirit. And thank you very much. Have a good day. Have a good weekend.